Hey guys, it's Abi from Autumn of Pellinor, and today I'm going to be telling you my top 5 YA books. This is a genre that I really love reading, even though I'm technically out of the age range. I read a lot of it when I was younger, and I read a lot of it now. Not mad, fight me. These are the top 5 books that I have to recommend. They are all part of parts of a series. No, God knows. I give up. First up is Messenger of Fear by Michael Grant, the same man who wrote the Gone series. I've yet to read them, but this is amazing. So is the second book, which is up there, The Tattooed Heart. These I don't see anyone talking about, and I love them. I got them because they were in The Works, a discount book stationery shop that we've got here in the UK, and my partner saw that I was eyeing them up because they were pretty and bought me them. And I sped through them. I loved them so much. These are really dark. People who have done bad things get judged by the Messenger of Fear, and they can be made to do things in repentance for it. And this is a girl who is his new apprentice, and that's the main concept of the story. So far there are only 2 books out. There is one scheduled to come out, but it was meant to come out in 2018 and it still hasn't, and I'm pretty mad about it because they're amazing. But yeah, this I never see anyone talk about. It's amazing, it's dark, it's creepy, I love it. Next up, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Come on, this was key. This was key. Also, if you haven't read it, now's your chance because we've got that new book coming out. These are staples of YA for a reason. You guys all know this story. We follow Katniss Everdeen. She is in a very poor district of a dystopianized version of America, and she goes to fight to the death because that's what they're told to do. The children must fight to the death. The Capitol makes them. This is a really, as it says in the back, this is a groundbreaking trilogy. It really is. This series got so popular for a reason. I really do recommend giving it a shot if you haven't already. Most of you will have, unless you weren't of the right age or weren't in the bookish community at the time. But if it's something that even vaguely piques your interest, I do recommend giving the first one a shot. They hit on some really, really key points, and Suzanne Collins did a really great job with them. Next up, a series I don't ever hear mentioned, and it's annoying because it's great. It's the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. My dad always reads James Patterson, and he actually accidentally picked up this book, not this one specifically, thinking it was an adult one, and then just threw it away, not threw it away, but donated it, instead of giving it to me to read. So then when I finally found it, he was like, oh, you wanted to read? Yes, Kevin. These follow a group of genetically engineered children who have wings. They escaped the lab that they grew up in, they had a screwed up childhood, and they're just trying to live without being persecuted by the lab who wants to take them back and experiment on them. They're great books. They are great books. I loved them so much. Then, anything by Teri. At all. I read Slated on my phone. The time when I read the least would have been sixth form for non-Brits. That is from the ages of 16 to 18, and I read this on my phone in that time period where I wasn't reading. It is so gripping. So we follow Kyla. She has been convicted of doing something wrong, and because she is underage, instead of being put into prison or having any sort of sentence like that, she has her memory wiped and is put with a volunteer foster family and becomes their child. Everyone knows that these children are around, it's quite a common thing, surprisingly common. It's just okay, this person doesn't have any memories, they're having to relearn. They remember, how to eat and things like that. They don't lose everything, but they lose all of who they were. But Kyla starts to remember stuff from before her memory wipe, and that's kind of where this goes. It's a really, really good series, and I've loved everything I've read so far by Teri. She's one of my favourite authors. And lastly, another one of my favourite authors who I've loved everything that I've read by her is Ali Carter. This series specifically is Embassy Row. It is one of her more recent series. The first one I ever read was The Gallagher Girls. It's a 6-book series behind the Sonic Screwdriver. It's a 6-book series. That one follows spies in a boarding school. Then there's the High Society series that follows a group of children committing big art gallery heists and stuff. It's awesome. And then Embassy Row follows a girl who lives in a made-up country, a bit like Genovia sort of thing, and her parents, or parent, which one is it? I think it's her dad, haven't read them in a while, is an ambassador for the US, and there's a lot of political mucking up because all the kids will play together and then get in fights, and then it's oh great, now Russia hates America, great, brilliant. This one's got a lot of political message in it for obvious reasons, but it also just has like a lot of fun, and every single Ali Carter book that I read I speed through. They are so fun, so enjoyable, and to me that's like a key part of YA. You should be able to, as an adult reader especially, you should be able to blast through a YA book for it to be, in my opinion, considered good. For me to consider a YA book amazing, I have to blast through it, I have to be unable to put it down, and the storyline has to be interesting, obviously. And these 5 books all have that. I was unable, each time I read these books and their subsequent books in the series, to put them down. And I flew through them incredibly quickly. So these are the books I recommend picking up. They're all amazing. I love them all. Let me know in the comments, please, if you've read any of these, if you haven't heard of any of them, why you're now going to pick them up because I've persuaded you to. Please, seriously, pick them up. They're really good books. And of course, as always, I'll link Alex down below. I stole this top 5 idea from her. Yes, I know it's a common idea, but I took it specifically from her with permission. So she's down in the description below. Click like and subscribe if you want to see anything more from me, and thank you for watching the video. Bye guys!